Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. So for today I prepare another general love reading. So for that I pre-shuffle these 4 cards to get a little bit more about the context behind the messages that I'm going to channel today. And in that way I can be able to see what's going on in this situation and have a little bit more of an idea of the context, and you can also see if this video resonates with you and your situation. So with these 4 cards, and specifically the High Priestess and the Magician here, I'm getting that the overall energy of your current love life is that you're currently focused on a specific person. That's what I'm getting. And there's this idea of the early stages of a connection. There's not, yes, that the early stages of a connection, and because you have the High Priestess, I'm getting that you may be intuitively seeing a potential future with this person, or maybe you may be intuitively seeing that this person is also interested in you and you're also interested in them. And there's something about you seeing potential with this person. And with the Magician here, you may be consciously or not consciously manifesting a future with this person, or maybe this is someone that you have manifested in the past and now they are in your life. So yeah, I'm getting those 2 ideas. You could resonate with one of them or both at the same time, but basically the idea is that you are in the connection is yet in the early stages, and at the same time your energy is that you're currently invested in this connection specifically. So if you're how do I say this? So if you're seeing more than one person at the same time, or if you have a lot of options that you're currently seeing as potentials, I'm getting that this reading is not for you. But yeah, I'm going to continue with these 2 other cards. Maybe you were used to, how do I say this? You may have been used to investing your energy in more than one connection or in more than one potential partner, and in that way you felt more safe because you thought that the aftermath, if things wouldn't work out, wouldn't be as hard if you were investing in more than one person. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like having your eggs in more than one basket. That's what I'm getting. And with this person specifically, you're trying to be focused on that person, or maintain your focus on that person. That's what I'm getting. But because now you're trying to invest in only one person at the moment, I'm getting that there's a little bit of fear behind that. Because you have the Tower, I'm getting that you may be battling sometimes yourself and your own fears about the future, that things might not work out as you would want them to. And you're trying not to invest yourself too much in this connection, but at the same time, you're not trying to invest in more than one person at the same time. So you're trying to balance yourself is what I'm mostly getting from you. And I'm seeing that sometimes you feel or you fear that in the future things are not going to work out and that you're investing in something that it's not going to be fruitful, and because of the fact that you're only investing in one connection, that is making the fear more stronger. That's what I'm meaning. But I can see that with the Ten of Cups, at the same time, you're trying to maintain a positive mindset about the future. So if you're currently manifesting this connection, I'm getting that you're trying to maintain a positive mindset to so that this manifestation works. That's what I'm getting. And I'm already seeing that you and that part of the messages from today's reading are going to be about the fact that you may be focusing too much on the future about this connection, because you either focus on the things that could go wrong in the future, or either the positives or the good outcome that could come out of this connection. That's what I'm getting. So everything's about the future. There's not much about the present moment. Yes, and because I'm also getting, because you may be highly intuitive with the High Priestess here, there's like a lot of information about the future, or like a lot of information that may be distracting you from the present and from being grounded. That's what I'm getting. It's not that you are wrong, it's just the fact that you may be highly intuitive. But yeah, I'm going to pull some cards to get some messages from Spirit, or maybe get some messages about the context as well. We have the Two of Wands, and we have, no, the Three of Wands and the Two of Swords. I'm getting a message, but I'm trying to find the right words to channel it. There's this pattern of either black or white, or like either good or bad, or either it's going to be great or it's going to go wrong. There's something about you not being able to see grace, or like having more like a middle ground. You're trying to balance yourself, is what I'm trying to see, is what I'm seeing here. But I'm getting that you're having a little bit more difficulty trying to get to that balanced state. So there's this idea of like everything's going to go wrong, everything's going to be great, or either like internal conflicts within yourself, of trying to see if maybe I should invest in other connections as well, so that I do not put all of my eggs in this basket, or or the other option is continuing to focus on this connection only. That's what I'm getting. And I'm also getting this idea that you're trying to make a decision of either this or that, instead of just letting yourself flow with whatever happens. That's what I'm getting. Let's see. And with the Three of Wands here, I'm trying to see, I'm also seeing this idea of like focusing on the future, or seeing into the future. So what else would be messages, more messages about the context, or maybe messages from Spirit? I'm going to pull some advice from Spirit to see how you could reach that sort of balanced state, or like middle ground. So yeah, I'm getting that this reading is not about me telling you what is going to happen in the future, because that's not the point of your connection with this person. I'm getting that the point of this connection and the lessons that you're going to learn is to be more present. And I know what's happening, because here's the thing, you may be highly intuitive, but I'm also getting that you may struggle to be more passive about life. Maybe you have a tendency to try to read read into things so that you can get more information about the situation, and based on that make specific decisions or specific plans for the future. But I'm getting that in this situation, you just have to let yourself be and let things flow as well. Because I'm also getting that you may be stressing yourself out sometimes, with things that are out of your control. That's what I'm getting. So maybe one day you woke up a little bit more irritated, and maybe you were not as talkative to this person as you would want to, and then you started spiraling or like worrying about the fact that maybe this person could read it as a sign that you're not interested in them, when in reality you're interested in them. And then you start to sort of punish yourself because you did something wrong or because you made a mistake. But what I'm getting is that it's supposed to happen that way. There's not much, there's stuff that you cannot control, and knowing that would bring you like a lot of peace. That's what I mean. So maybe you're being a little bit too controlling over the situation. You may have your own fears from the past, either of people hurting you or maybe you hurting other people. And you're trying not to make those mistakes again, which is great. But I'm getting that you're taking it to the extreme of being too controlling, to the fact that you're not enjoying yourself and you're not enjoying the present. You're not letting yourself be because you want things to be as perfect as possible. That's what I'm getting. And that is also because of the fact that you are focusing on this person specifically. Uh, which I'm not getting that's wrong. I'm getting that it's not that you're supposed to be focusing on a lot of people at the same time. What I'm getting is that spirit or life may have given you this opportunity to learn to be more grounded, even though you're investing in only one person or only one possibility. Trying to balance yourself. That's what I'm getting. I was also about to say something else, but I forgot. So I'm just going to continue. Um, yes, what I was going to say is that you may have already heard this phrase or expression, but if it's meant to happen, it's going to happen. And it's not to tell you that you're wrong. It's just to make you be able to be at peace with the situation or whatever's happening in this connection. Um, you're taking charge of things that they're not meant to be your responsibility, like circumstances, for example, that are out of your control, or I don't know, your own behaviors that at times may also be out of control. It's just something that happens. um, but you just focusing on the present, enjoying the present. That's what I'm meaning. Not only like, yeah, focusing on the present and enjoying the present moments with this person. I'm trying to see. Let's pull some other cards here. I'm also getting that another thing with the High Priestess here, not only there's fears from the past that maybe encouraging you to be more controlling over the situation and make it as perfect as possible so that there are the least amount of people hurt out of this situation. I'm also getting that I forgot what I was about to say. I forgot what I was about to say. Yes, because this connection is in the early stages, there's a lot of information that you do not know about this person or that you do not know about this connection in general. Maybe you've spent time with this person, maybe it's not enough yet. You need more information, and because there's a lack of information with the fact that you're trying to be controlling over the situation, your intuitive side, or more about your overthinking side, is trying to fill the blank spaces of lack of coming because of the lack of information. And how do I say this? You may be making yourself miss out on the opportunity of learning, genuinely learning about this person instead of guessing or like trying to guess information about this person. That's what I'm getting. And there's a little bit of anxiety or like trying to rush things. Maybe you're not really comfortable when it comes to staying in the middle grounds, or like you're not comfortable with situations in which you are sort of like in a limbo, like it's not either black or white. So I'm getting that this connection is a little bit of a challenge for you, but I'm getting that you already know what you want to achieve, which is this sort of like balanced or like middle ground, or be more grounded in the present, which is great. It's just the fact that you need you know the theory, you know what you want, but you have yet to get to that point and be able to feel and experience what it feels like to be in the middle ground. That's what I'm getting. So I'm going to pull some cards for advice from Spirit, or maybe like practical advices, so that we can see which practical steps you could take to find this balanced state. And the first thing that I heard is the fact that maybe you could look it up on YouTube, for example, people that know about relationships, or like know about the psychology behind relationships, or maybe people that suggest some tips when it comes to relationships. That's what I'm getting. That could help when it comes to practical steps that you can take. I recently heard a podcast. I cannot remember the name of this woman, but basically what she was saying is that this black and white thinking is something that is pretty normal. It's just part of, it's just the way that our brains are wired, and it's not something that you should be ashamed about. That's what I'm getting. So maybe if you're feeling a little bit like angry about yourself or disappointed in yourself because of this black and white thinking, it's something that all of us happen to deal with or to have to work with. That's what I mean. So it's just a brain thing, that sort of like way of operating. That's what I mean. Okay, so let's see what advice from Spirit. Have the Two of Wands, and we also had the Three of Wands. I'm going to pull another card. Another message that I got, and this could be for all of you or for some of you, is that maybe you're going to the other extreme of, instead of focusing on the future, you're trying to be too focused on the present, and which is good, but I'm getting that maybe at times you start daydreaming about this person, and because of fear you decide to bring yourself down to earth, or like censor the daydreaming. That's what I mean. And I'm getting that it's great to be grounded, but the fact that you're limiting yourself out of fear, I'm getting that could be a little bit extreme, or like going to the extreme of avoiding daydreaming because of fears. I'm trying to see why, but you're basically scared. You may be scared of daydreaming, so you may want to stay grounded. But I'm getting that one of the messages could be that daydreaming is not bad for you. I'm not really sure about the psychology behind daydreaming, or like what is the process behind, or the reason for your mind to do that daydreaming when you are interested in someone. Maybe you can look it up, and it could help you a little bit. But I'm getting that it's not something that is wrong. So if you catch yourself daydreaming about this person, maybe not being so hard on yourself, or like judging yourself because you're daydreaming about this person. There's this idea of you being a little bit scared of being too invested in this connection, or being too intense over this connection. So you're trying to take a step back, but you're trying to see what's the middle ground between being too intense and being too withdrawn at the same time. So that's also trying to see the middle ground of that. And I'm also getting this other message, because we have the Two of Swords between the three and the Two of Wands. I'm getting the sense that maybe your spirit may be telling you that your decisions may be based on information that you do not have currently. As I said before, because this is a new connection, maybe there's a lot of information that you do not know about this connection, or either the dynamics of the connection itself. So there's a lot of decisions that you're trying to make when you do not have the right information, and you may be guessing information and using that, not made up information, but could be right, could be like the truth, but in meaning that you're not discovering this information. There's information that you may be making up to fill the blank spaces for your brain to feel more secure. And with that information, you may be trying to base your decisions on. That's what I'm getting. So one of the things I would say is that you don't have to make a decision. You just have to be yourself, and you just have to let the circumstances and let the connection flow the way it's supposed to. That's what I'm getting. It's not that you have to make a decision of every day I'm going to invest in this connection, or like every day I'm going to be as open as possible to this connection. It's just something that's going to flow. There's going to be ups and downs in this connection, and you just have to let things flow. That's what I'm meaning. Let your emotions flow, let your thoughts flow, and let also the circumstances flow. And that way you're going to feel more at peace with your love life in general, I would say. There's this idea of like trying to control everything. So basically stepping back, having more of a passive energy. That's what I mean. You have this very active energy of trying to guess what's going to happen, or decide what I'm going to do, or plan a specific route, when there's not a linear path. That's what I'm meaning. So yeah, there might be days that you feel more interested in this person, or you are more interested in this person, and there would be days that you feel like maybe it's not for you, and it's normal. That's what I mean. You don't have to be black or white. You can be black and white, or be a gray at the same time. So that's the message that I'm getting. I'm going to pull one last card here, that we have this sort of space. We also have the Ace of Cups. I'm getting that with this card is that with this connection, you're going to be able to learn this new emotional side of you. That's what I'm getting. It's like you're deconstructing yourself to construct a new, more balanced love life, or a more balanced emotional side of you. That's what I'm getting. So I'm with this card, I'm also getting that there's this idea of like spirit, or like God, or whatever you believe in, like being proud of you, because you're taking the right steps towards this new beginning, or like this new way of thinking, this new mindset that you're going to get through this connection. It's not about the connection going wrong or going right, or you ending up with this person. Is the process that is going to be fulfilling itself. That's what I'm meaning. So yeah, I think those are the messages for you. Hope it resonated. Good luck with everything. I'm getting that you're going to do great. You're already starting this journey of learning this new side of you. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.